Hello, this is Melissa from the Craigsville Public Library, and I am coming to you from a snow day in my house, and I hope you're enjoying the snow and that you're able to stay in and stay warm and find some fun things to do at home. I wanted to share with you some of the books that I'm reading and that we're reading as a family and some of the games that we're playing today. The book that I am reading is called A Man Named Ove by Fredrik Backman, and I really like it. It's about a man who feels like he doesn't want to live anymore, but his pesky neighbors keep getting in his way, and gives him a new lease on life. And it's very funny, but also very moving and touching at the same time. As a family, we're reading an Amelia Peabody mystery by Elizabeth Peters called A Crocodile at the Sandbank, and I'm using Libby, the app on my phone, to read that one to my family, and we're really enjoying that. We like a good murder mystery as a family. Some of the games we're playing, we haven't played this one yet. We got this one for Christmas. It's called Five Crowns. I'll have to let you know what I think, but it's a fun card game, I think pretty quick for the whole family to play. One game that we play quite often is called Racco, and everyone gets a set of cards, and you're trying to, as you go throughout the game, put the cards back in numerical order. So it's good for elementary age children to work on the order of their number and also their thinking skills. A new game we got this Christmas that we love is called Splendor. I don't know exactly what makes it so addictive, but it is addictive and we want to play it over and over again. It's cards with jewels that you're earning as you play certain cards, and you're trying to get up to a certain amount of points to win the game. It's very fun, so I would suggest you checking that one out. Now, a book I want to read to you today is called Mr. Putter and Tabby. Mr. Putter and Tabby are some of my favorite books for children learning to read. First grade, second grade, good beginning readers for children that want a good story. Mr. Putter is an older gentleman, and he has his old cat Tabby that keeps him company. And this book is about what he does on a snow day. Mr. Putter and Tabby write the book. This also is by Cynthia Ryland, who is from West Virginia. Chapter 1, An Idea. In the winter, a big snow always comes to Mr. Putter's house. Mr. Putter and his fine cat Tabby liked big snows, but they couldn't go out in them. They were too old. Mr. Putter might slip and break something. Tabby might catch a bad cold. They didn't mind staying in, though, because Mr. Putter's house was so cozy. It had nice soft chairs, it had velvet pillows, it had a fireplace. Staying in was all right when everything was so soft and velvety and warm. One day, when Mr. Putter and Tabby were inside for a big snow, Mr. Putter got an idea. He had everything a rider needed: a soft chair, a warm fire, and a good cat. And he had a pen and plenty of paper. I have always wanted to write a mystery novel, Mr. Putter said to Tabby. So he brought out lots of paper, lit the fire, plumped his chair, and got ready to begin. First, he had to think of a title. He thought, and he thought, and thought. Finally, he told Tabby, I shall call my book The Mystery of Lighthouse Cove. It was a very good title. It was full of mystery. As a boy, he had read lots of books with titles like that. Mr. Putter was so pleased, he decided to fix a snack. He went into the kitchen and fixed a big apple salad, a pan of corn muffins, some custard pudding, and a cheese ball. Mr. Putter spent 3 minutes on his title and 4 hours on his snack. Then he took a nap. Mystery writing was not easy work. 2. Chapter 1. On the second day that he was a mystery writer, Mr. Putter had a nice, long breakfast with Tabby of oatmeal and tea. Then he settled down to write again. But first he had to stoke the fire. Then he had to clean Tabby's ears. Then he had to find a sweater. Then he had to move his chair closer to the window. Then he had to move it back. Then he settled down again. He was ready to write. Mr. Putter looked at the walls and he thought. He thought and thought and thought. Finally he wrote Chapter 1. He began to think some more. As he was thinking, he looked out the window. A rabbit was in the yard. Such a nice rabbit, Mr. Putter said to Tabby. The rabbit made him think of Easter, and Easter made him think of boiled eggs. He decided to fix a snack. He went into the kitchen and fixed 20 boiled eggs and a vegetable stew. Mr. Putter spent 1 minute on Chapter 1 and 3 hours on eggs and stew. Then he took a bath. Then he took a nap. Mystery writing wore him out. Good things. The third day that he was a mystery writer, Mr. Putter woke up ready to write again. He liked being a writer ready to write. First, he and Tabby had cinnamon toast and tea. Then Mr. Putter petted Tabby and began to think. He looked out of his window thinking. He looked at his fire, thinking. He looked at Tabby, thinking. Mr. Putter thought how blue the sky was. He thought how warm the fire felt. He thought how nice it was to be with Tabby. He thought about so many good things that he began to write them down. He wrote and wrote and wrote. Mr. Putter wrote all day long. Good things. Yellow cats, old sweaters, cinnamon toast, long baths, good dogs, rain. When he finally stopped writing, the big snow had melted. Mr. Putter went next door with Tabby to visit Mrs. Teaberry and her good dog Zeke. They had some French fried butternut squash for supper. Then Mr. Putter read Good Things. When he finished, Mrs. Teaberry said it was enchanting. She said Mr. Putter was a wonderful writer. She said she could listen forever. I wanted to write The Mystery of Lighthouse Cove, Mr. Putter said sadly. But I wrote Good Things instead, and I ate too much and took too many naps. Mrs. Teaberry told him not to worry. She said the world is full of mystery writers, but writers of good things are few and far between. Mr. Putter did not feel so sad then. He did not feel sad at all. In fact, he was thrilled. Every good writer loves a good review. To celebrate good reviews and good neighbors, Mr. Putter took Mrs. Teaberry and Tabby and Zeke out for vanilla malts. And Mr. Putter had so much fun and thought of so many good things that he could not wait for the next big snow, so he could be a writer again. So what about you? Could you be a writer? Could you write about the good things that you like? How about snow days? How about comfortable sweatshirts? I love a good cup of coffee. And I also love a good book. Share with us in the comments what books you're reading today. Tell us some of the good things that you enjoy. And we look forward to seeing you at the library next time. Have a fun day.